here we go. Good morning. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. It's live. Good morning. I'm Claire Louise. Hi, welcome to Psychic Cafe. Wednesday, 16th of June. Hello. Let's move you there. Can't see the hair, I think. Hey Maria, hey Mandy. Look, I've got a new coffee cup. How cute is that? It's a Yeti. So my coffee won't get cold with the fan on me. It's genius. I've also got an Apple Watch, which I'm really happy with, but I'm still figuring it out. It's very distracting at the moment because I'm still figuring it out. So much to learn on it. And you try and do something on it, and you can't find it. And so you Google it. How do I do this on it? And it says, oh, you go on your phone. And so you go on your phone, and then you try and do something. You're on your phone on the Apple Watch thing, and you're trying to do something. You can't find it. And so you Google it, and it says, oh, you got to do it on your watch. And it's like back and forth, back and forth. Thanks, Mandy. Yeah, I'm liking it. I worked out in it. It switched itself off in the first round of my training yesterday, but then I figured how to put my wraps over the top of it, just one layer of wrap over the top of it to pull it back and forth, and then it was good. Hi, Beth. So I'm going to be pulling some cards out and doing some channeling for the collective, but you can also get a mini read as well. So just check out that pinned comment in the live chat. It says that it's by donation, so super chat, super sticker, or there's a PayPal link in there as well for donations. And if you've got a question for your higher self, you can put it in a comment here in the live chat. Put a capital Q at the start so I'll find it easily. It can just be general if you want, but it can be about a specific situation if you want to. So let's get some cards out. So yeah, I'm very happy with it, but the delivery people didn't deliver it. I got a message saying it had been delivered and signed for at like 11 minutes past midday yesterday. I'm like, oh, I didn't sign for it. Who signed for it? So off I went straight away. I was in the middle of doing the deeper dives for the pick a card yesterday, but I stopped that and I jumped straight on my bike. I'm like, I want my watch right now. Hey Penny, hey Jamie. And went down to reception, wasn't there. No, DHL haven't shown up here. Went to another place, went to all the places they could have dropped it. It's in the last one. I wish they wouldn't do that. I mean, I don't mind it for the little nothings that I get. I mind it when I get big stuff from Apple. They should deliver that stuff to me. Tim apologises. I can't make it. He's fixing his truck. He gets stuff done. Tim gets stuff done. And I believe he's got another delay as well with his divorce things. Dang. Fleeting beauty. It's temporary, this beauty thing, apparently. Apart from when we've got shiny eyes and we're happy, that shines through no matter what our skin looks like. I got some new shorts as well. Do you want to see them? They're very snug. I actually ordered another pair of them because they're good. The Levi's. They're very snug. My body's good at the moment. I'm together. Starting a new program soon. Hey Robin. But I'm loving this. Isn't it cute? I love the colour of it. And this made it all the way from China as well, and it was fast. So yeah, I'm a happy Claire today. I do love my technology. And look, because I was looking into the Apple Fitness thing when I was getting my watch, and I needed something to prop my phone up on, and I found this thing on Lazada, and it had a special price on it. A special price if you paid using their special Lazada Pay or something. Which I can't do because apparently my phone number is being used on another Lazada account and they can't take it off that account. And without the phone number, you can't sign up for that Lazada thing. So I couldn't get it. They sent it me anyway, even though I couldn't pay for it. It's too... I thought it was a lot smaller than this. You know when you buy something online and it looks really cute? It looks really small on me. This is big. Oh well, I'll take it. You have a big one. I have a big one too. I use it for tea, my big one, mostly now. I use it for tea at night. It keeps my, I put lavender tea in it. The really big one. Yeah, I have one of those too. That's the first one I got. My American friend came to visit me. He used to come every year to visit and brought a big Yeti with him. It's nice. It's nice because now I can just sit. Yeah, for my new iPad, whenever Apple wants to bring it out. Oh, I get an iPad Pro, but I think it's overkill. And you can't use that amazing thing for that, what do you call it, center stage, where the camera follows you. They've put it on there, but they've only put it on there for messaging, for FaceTime, not for the camera. So you can't make videos with it. What's the point in having a feature and then not letting certain apps use it? So that makes me not want to buy it. Hi, Christine. Until they sort that stuff out. Now I want the new iPad mini, and I'm hoping they make it like a Pro version. I believe it's coming out this year. It's about time. I've been waiting a long time to upgrade my iPad mini, but you know, like with Apple stuff, you want to hold back because you know there's something new coming. It's really annoying, isn't it? It's like as soon as I got this, I literally saw the next, rumors of the next Apple Watch coming out, and I'm like, I should have waited. Solitude. But anyway, now with the new operating systems that they've announced, you can actually stream from your phone to MacBook now. Couldn't do that before for the Apple Fitness. The reason that I wanted that stand was because you could only do the Apple Fitness on your phone or iPad. Couldn't do it on a MacBook. Couldn't do it on a Mac or Apple TV, which I don't have because I don't use the TV. So, but now they're going to, when they've got the upgrades for the operating system, you can stream it, as streaming it or something like that is called, from your phone to a Mac. So, all good there. Less need for that. Solitude. Really? More solitude? I'll read it. She sits contentedly in the centre of the sky. Everything is vast, still, and quietly beautiful. The wind might rustle a song out of the leaves, but she's far from human voices and other meows and hisses. Lily's enjoying her solitude. So is Claire. She will return to the world soon. The world's returning soon. I can feel it. I can feel that it's about to get going again. I'm in mixed emotions about that. Because I'm starting to manage the gym again, or just do the social media for them, not really manage it, although it does extend to that each time I do it, I know. But I've been making videos. You might have seen I posted them on Facebook, on my personal Facebook, of the training each day, and it's kind of got me into it. But people are responding straight away when I'm putting them on the page there and on Instagram, saying, "Oh, they want to come back and train with us," and I do feel like it will be happening soon. The world, maybe not getting back to how it was, but certainly people being able to move again, come here and join with us. But this one's just happy by herself, in a solitude. Indeed, so am I. Do the craziest thing. Jealous if you wanted a wooden wagon. Oh! Oh my God, I would have absolutely said yes, 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 yes. That's awesome. I went to a place in Cambodia, Vietnam, or Bali. Can't remember which one it was. It might have been Bali, in fact. That was full of those. that had all been renovated, and it was like a restaurant place. Didn't have the harnesses. Ad popped up 20 minutes and they were local selling and oh wow. Whoa! That's so exciting, Jamie. And then you need horses. You see them on eBay. Or one will just show up in your garden. Because let's not forget they're living beings. One could just show up. How cool. Oh my God, that's so exciting. Yes. No, I remember seeing those things on movies when I was a kid going, yeah, that's me. Living in one of those. Night Ride. Night Rider. 46. Got kind of sleepy cards out today. Protector. Wonder in the Night. Big Brother. Friendship. Big Brother. An elephant transports 2 owls on his back. A mother with her young bird child. Protectively, she's folded a wing over the young owl's head. The elephant rides through the night, blowing stars up into the sky with his trunk. Connected with magic and wonder, the elephant is a protector, strong shoulder to lean on in all times. Ooh, protector. Protection was the message today in the energy update. Even during dark times, you can feel safe and secure. So I think it's just like safe in ourselves. I think that's what it is. Protecting ourselves, safe and secure in ourselves. You're just living in the now, Mr. Bowers. Hello, Mr. Bowers. I like getting new things. It was like Christmas yesterday. And my watch showing up, and I had some new hair stuff show up. What else? Stuff showed up yesterday for me. Just like Christmas. And so I only put this watch on at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, probably later. And I lapped those ring things, the exercise one, within, because it's got like 60 minutes is the tops you can set it to. I do way more than 60 minutes exercise a day. 60 minutes is just the training that I do every day. But I didn't meet my movement goal yesterday, but that was okay because I only, so I do it for a few hours. I think it's going to make me stand up more instead of just sitting here and working all day. It probably counts shuffling as moving though. Doing this one first instead of the goddesses. Something felt off. Just be silent for a while. I like this one. It's golden, beautiful colour. When was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Can't remember. Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants, or you did. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and eyes watering. My eyes watered straight away when I laughed that hard. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. Note to self, laugh more often. That's what they need on the Apple Watch. Laugh. Make someone laugh today. How interesting. When was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? I think it's been a while for me. When I'm, the fits of laughter crying kind of thing. I remember when I was watching those Welsh brother twins laughing a lot at that. I've laughed since then, for sure. Oh no, I laughed yesterday on the treadmill. I'm doing these walking things at the gym. Just get back in the gym and do my knee program, but I'm doing just walking on an incline, on a big incline, but walking really slowly. Um, and I was watching Kelsey O'Connor on YouTube, and she made me laugh out loud a couple of times. I didn't pee my pants. Can't remember what that was. I like her videos. Which goddess have we got today? Let's see. The targeters again, balance. She comes out a lot, this one. This first ever mermaid, the targeters. So, nice energies today. Laughter, balance. Being by ourselves, yeah, but we're used to that, aren't we? And what was the other one? The elephant one. Protection. From this fleeting beauty, I'm just getting that it's not going to always be this way. This too shall pass, even though it's a good thing, you know. Being happy by ourselves still will pass. You can count shuffling, can you? Counting the cards. Yeah, so now the gym is busy because every time I get involved in the advertising of it, it gets really busy. They're happy. You get staff back. It's good. We got one new private session yesterday with a tourist from Bangkok. That's good. A little bit of advertising online, it's wonders, and it'll bring people back here as well. People will be booking flights to come back. 9 of Embers, the Wounded Warrior. You see here, this is the 9 of Wands, right? You see how the lava's flowing down the hill there? It's like the wounds. We get wounded and then we try and get around that wound. So we have patterns that we, like the empathy thing, we have patterns that we use to protect ourselves, to get around that wound. And then it comes to I say like the empathy thing because empathy is like being around maybe emotionally unstable people and having to be wary of them, having to watch their emotions all the time, and in that way exercise that empathy, that being able to pick up on what someone else is feeling, someone else's state, and all of that. And that's how we get good at empathy. But it's also got its negative sides, like everything has. And then we get to a certain point of this healing, well, getting around things where we want to actually heal it, when we don't want to have that fear anymore that's causing us to do these things, that's working against us as well. We want to actually heal it. And what I'm getting from this lava flying down the hill is it's just bit by bit. You see how the lava, it starts off like shooting up in the air, but as it comes down the hill, the volcano, it kind of disbands. It goes into a few, it starts off as one big gushing thing, but then it goes into 3. And so it gets less and less and less. It carries on, but it gets less and less and less. It's all the different stages of healing is what I'm getting from this, because the 9 of Wands, it's the wounded warrior, the one that's healing themselves, the one that's still a bit guarded, still got some workarounds for things. Feeling stressed, Christine? Take some deep breaths. So, yeah. Because I don't know about you guys, but when I'm healing myself, like, it does come in stages. It comes, like, even now, I'm realizing stuff about what I'm letting go of, and yeah, keeps on coming through, you know, a little bit more and a little bit more information, and a little bit more, and a little bit more clarity, and a little bit more of a bigger perspective on it. And lots of ahas along the way. Let's get one more of these out. You don't want to go back in, do you? Six of Lotuses, the soulmate twin flame card. Oh, there's some dolphins in there. It's you know how wound mate relationships are very strong. Wound mates being those that share similar wounds to us, and before we've healed, and we connect on that level. This terrible thing happened to me. Oh yeah, me too. My family's like this. Yeah, mine too. And that kind of thing. It's the healing relationships. This, what I'm getting from this Six of Lotuses is that we need to heal ourselves alone, absolutely. But the people that are right for us, let's put it that way, our soulmates, twin flames, if you want to believe that stuff, I'm not sure I do anymore. I go in and out of it. They're going to have been, of course, they're going to have been through some struggles, and it's going to be similar. They're going to have learned things, absolutely. But I do feel that it's going to be a certain level of healing after being alone and doing it. I think that's what this is about. Solitude. For us to go through all of these various layers of healing. Tim had to remind you to give yourself grace. You took the vulnerability as a whole you needed to fill and fix. It's interesting, isn't it? When we do that, and we think it's not okay just to be a little bit sad or a little bit broken or angry. I think it's not okay to be that. It's when we tell kids like to suck it up or to stop crying and things like that, isn't it? So it's not okay. Not okay to be sad and be crying. Stop it. Stop feeling that. Stop doing that thing. So we'll learn to push it down instead. It's your daughter's birthday. She asked me for money, so I transferred 50 into her account. She hasn't received it, so she's stressing out. Yeah, thanks. It takes a while. Don't take on that stress from her. That's a beetle. I remember I used to take on other people's stress like that too. I remember when I was at uni and my friends were coming to Blackpool to visit, and we were all in my friend's car. I can't remember what his name was. And it was about 3 hours drive from Birmingham to Blackpool. And they started getting bored. They were like, "Are we nearly there yet? Are we nearly there yet?" And I felt bad. Like I was taking all of that on as if I could change the geography of the country and make it happen faster. I took it on. I'll always remember that because looking back, it's like, wow, I was just like, I wasn't okay with letting people just be a little bit frustrated or whatever, that it was taking a long time. I really took it on. Couldn't I anymore? Just let people go through what they're going through. Whew, it's not my problem. Kids are little stress balls. Oh, my eldest son was such a stressor. Such a stress head. Get stressed about just anything. Really. He probably still is. I think your PayPal transfers take 24 hours. PayPal's faster than banks. Banks are faster when you're taking the money out. Oh, they can do that straight away. Yeah. Hey, Marie. This is the Eight of Wands, which is really good. Purpose. Again, it's a group of people. The one's up in the air. It's a high five one. That's what I see from one of the decks here. It's that high five. It's a group of people succeeding at something, high fiving it. Hey, Tara. It's really good. People is what this is about. People, our tribe. Yes, they're going to be the ones that have been wounded, but they're going to be the ones that have healed themselves to a certain point. That's what I'm finding. Because I used to be attracted to the wounded ones, right? Because we're attracted to loving our inner child, our past selves, instead of our current selves, healing ourselves and our current selves and picking people that are like that. We recognize our past selves more than we recognize our current selves. But our real tribe, of course, are going to be like, it's like I used to try and read and help everyone, and you just can't. It's got to be people like you guys that are coming here of your own free will because you want the information, because you're doing it for yourself. The ones that are helping themselves, yeah. Anything else is futile, I've learned, because I've tried it and it doesn't work. Not taking things on for other people. Don't take it on, Christine, not even from your kids. Okay, if they're stressed. What can you do, huh? Can't change the geography of a country or the speed of banks. Five of Swords. Wow, look at this. Swallowing that sword. Don't do that. Chaos and conflict around you. Don't take it on. Don't take the hit of it. Don't jump on the grenade. Don't swallow that sword. Let the chaos and conflict go on. And go, I'm right. Like this. I'm alright. And the solitude there. Well, is it alright for us to be alright in our solitude and our happy little bubble? Yes, it is. And is it alright for them to be all stressed and all chaos and conflict? Yep, that's okay too. It's got to be okay to heal. That's what I'm getting from this. It's got to be okay for you to heal and be okay, even when other people aren't. And your people are going to be the ones that are doing the same. And I've got to recognize those people. I'm getting better at it. Just in solitude because I need to regain my energy. World is a vampire. Is it? You're giving your energy. You're doing this. Giving your energy away. It's not a vampire. People can't take your energy unless you're willing to give it. When I was with my narcissistic, heavily traded narcissistic boyfriend, one time I got up and walked out of a place where we were having dinner. Left him to it because of that. He got on the phone and was arguing with his ex-wife. And I was embarrassed. And I just thought, you know what, this isn't my energy at all. This isn't me. I don't want to be around this energy. I don't want to keep on sitting here. This isn't me. And I got up and I walked out. Oh, he was fuming by the time he realized that I wasn't there anymore. Came back. Where the hell are you? I just couldn't be in that. It's like, no, that's his thing. And if he wants to choose to be in that energy, nah, he can. I'm not. Got to know when to walk away. And be okay about people being in chaos and conflict or whatever without offering your energy up to them. Drama required. It takes a lot to do that. Like, that was courageous of me to do that because he was quite the ranter and raver. He'd go like a beetroot. His head would become like a beetroot when he got angry. One time he just made me laugh so much. He was raging, hey, and me laughing at him was making it worse. And I know it was, but it was just hilarious because he was behind a closed window and he was like, he was going bright red and he was flailing his arms around in the air and he was yelling at me. And it was just like the funniest thing I've ever seen, just seeing somebody so out of control like that, but yet still not being able to communicate with me what it is that they wanted. It wasn't communicating at all, it was just raging. Certain in his mind that, we talked about it afterwards, certain in his mind that I should have known what he wanted me to do, and I did know what he wanted to do, I just wasn't doing it, and that's what was infuriating him. I had no idea what he wanted me to do, but he thought that I knew what he wanted me to do and that I wasn't doing it, and that I was laughing at him when he was throwing his arms up in the air and going bright red behind a closed thing so I couldn't hear him. I was like, you could have just used your words and asked me. You could have just been calm and asked me to do it. So I thought you knew. I didn't know. And of course then he was like, he was a mess. After someone's been in that emotional state, he was a total mess. So talking to him about it afterwards, like saying, did your dad used to behave like that? He's like, yes. He's a therapist. Not doing that again. Yeah, same, Mr. Bells. We've got to stop doing that shit. Not in relationships. I mean, it's okay to help people, but it's a job. It's not a relationship thing. And yeah, we all need help from time to time. I'm not saying they should never need help. You should be perfect. I'm not saying that. And we'll need help from time to time. But when it's a therapist, when it's a lot. That's why I keep on correcting myself now, especially in videos when I'm talking about like narcissists. It's like, well, those with like a lot of narcissist traits and those, you know, you've got to be careful about it because we don't need to be perfect. It's the Nine of Wands again. We're all healing. We don't need to be perfect, but there comes a point where you're choosing people that are just, and taking things on for people, it's just not your stuff, you know. Taking it on because somehow you're like, okay, I've got broad shoulders, pile it all on me. I'm a healer, pile it all on me. You're stressed. I'm not. I know how to deal with this stress in myself, and so I'll take on your stress as if I can sort it out for you, which we can't, right? Because it's the only way that we're going to find those other givers and be around them is by being the person that they'd want to be around too. It's important. The Nine of Wands. As soon as it's come out twice, I better read it because there must be something I'm missing here. The Nine of Wands. Your hard work and efforts are close to a state of completion. That lava thing. Your hard work and efforts are close to a state of completion. You have the inner strength, wisdom, and perseverance to move forward. But a minor setback or obstacle may suddenly surface. To do with the wounding, yeah. Little by little, little by little. Know that you're incredibly close, so it's important to not lose touch with your goals. Believe in yourself and your innate ability to achieve success. After this last challenge, you'll know what you're truly made of. Wow. Courage, strength, stability, stamina, performance. Keep going. Keep going. You're almost there. Yeah, we don't need to be that. But we need to be prepared to be that occasionally. Because we're all going to have our moments, aren't we? And we want someone that's going to keep us in check too, but when it's just constantly. when you pick. I just saw Christine's. Please click the like, everyone. As I was saying, when you pick, when you're picking the wounded ones because you haven't yet really healed your inner child, so you're trying to choose those ones to stop them from going through what you went through. Talked about it today in the energy update. Then, yeah, it's not good, is it? It's not good. We need to heal ourselves and be okay about that. Okay about being okay. Okay, we'll take him. King of Pentacles. Remember, he came out 2 days ago. It was nice energy. It was this deck as well, wasn't it? Find out when I read it. Anyone else? The Chariot. That's been coming out a lot lately. Taking charge of our lives. The Chariot. I've seen the Chariot so many times. King of Pentacles. Let's read about him again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure last time he came out. Very nice energy. He's practical, he's handsome. He's successful, he's caring, he's charming, he's dependable, and he's a hard worker. This king is charming and handsome. He's practical and takes time out of his day to show a level of care. But he's not your therapist. He's above all else a hard worker and shows his love in ways of dedication. His hard work does not go unnoticed, and a level of care always goes into his work. He's well grounded, and also also stays on top of daily things that matter. He's got his shit together. He would be someone to get proper advice from. And is a protector of his family and home. There's something about once we've learned how to protect ourselves, that's when we will be around those people that can protect, that do protect. I've noticed that. And the reciprocal care that comes from that. I'm just thinking right now with the current boss at the gym, and our relationship. He was a bit of a mess because of his marriage breaking up when I first knew him. He was kind of snappy. I didn't like him much at all, in fact, for his first year that I knew him. Now we get on great, and there's a level of care that I always knew he'd have my back. Always knew that. Very stable. But lately I've been having his back too because he's needed that help. And that's okay too. Doesn't take the piss. Been helping him feed his kids and stuff. It's all good. I know he'd do the same for me. And he's along the way he's been paying me back bit by bit. Happy to help him out. Know that he'd always got my back. It's give and take, and it's so different. It's not loaded at all. And so that I do recognize that a level of care, but not like I would never turn around and say, oh yeah, I feel safe because of him. But I'm telling you what, I've always known this, is that if there was some serious shit that went down, it would be him that had my back. Absolutely. And I don't think he would turn around and say that he's okay because he's got me. I know right in the last month especially, he might have said that because when things shut down again, it was very difficult for him to feed his kids. And yes, I was kind of his savior at that time, but it comes and goes. It comes and it goes. So I still don't think he would put me on that pedestal either. But it's really healthy, and I can see that it's a level of caring, but not taking over. That's what this King of Pentacles is coming out. It's like when we achieve that for ourselves, we can attract people in like that too. Sounds like you. Taurus, but definitely not a therapist. Good morning, Connie. I'm feeling really excited. Why? The Chariot. Oh, put that away. Let's read the Chariot just for fun. What number's the Chariot? 7. Oh, I've got numbers on them. Momentum, competence, self-discipline, control, determination. Got to be determined to change these patterns. Any patterns that you've got that you notice. When the Chariot comes up, a reading, I'm noticing all like the problems in this book today for some reason. This, you know, when usually you can just like read over when little words are missed out. It doesn't matter if there's not an in that sentence, you're going to put one in there. Today I'm not. I'm being literal clear today. When the Chariot comes up a reading, it's time to stay on track and take control of your life. Do not let your emotions throw you off course. Stay focused on your goals. It's important to live in the here and now. Don't let short-term happiness steer you away from long-term accomplishments. We've had that message a few months ago, right? Again and again. Sometimes we get so focused on fulfillment now that we forget if it's going to leave us feeling empty in the long run. For example, like drinking coffee. It may give you energy now, but you'll crash around the middle of the day. No, it won't. Find an alternative or a different approach. I don't use it to wake up. I use it because I love the taste of it. I wake up naturally, but my watch woke me up this morning. I was on my way to waking up and then it started tapping my wrist. And yeah, I'm kind of glad it did that. Usually I'll wake up a few minutes before 6, but it woke me up this time. Kind of like that. But yeah, I don't use coffee to wake up. I use it because I like the taste. Find an alternative or different approach. Staying on track and focused are both essential. Taking the reins of our life, really. Taking charge of things. Not ignoring stuff anymore. As soon as you notice something, be on it. Like, okay, I've still got this issue, or a little bit more is coming, or a little bit more is coming to light. Let's get on this and sort it out. That kind of thing. Tim joked that my chariot was going to bring them out of my dreams. Had all the horses you need? Yeah. That came up. That came up in one of the bigger card reads in the deeper dive. You got the deeper dive here. There's one of them. Which one? Yeah, that came up in that something that you've asked for, that you were trying to manifest and wasn't manifesting, and you've been asking yourself, how come I'm not getting this? Your person, when you meet them, they will have that thing, and you'll have the same. They'll have wanted something, can't manifest it, don't understand why they can't manifest it, and you will have it, the exact thing. Like, what was it I put in the deeper dive? Something like, you might have like wanted this table from this place, and then they were all sold out, and then they discontinued them, and you're like, no, I can't get that table. Missed out on that. And then you meet them and you go around to the house and they've got that table. Something like that. Specific things you've tried to manifest. Like your horses. I had that with my wound mate a little bit, but we had the same stuff. It was weird. So we moved in together, and just little stuff. We had the same stuff. It was so weird. I had this, it was an Indian palmet cover thing, embroidered. It was long, because I had it for a house that I had in the UK that had like a really long window thing. You know, palmet thing to put above the window. I pulled that out and I showed it to him, and he's like, oh, hang on a minute. And he went to his cupboard and he had the exact same thing, but it was a doorway version of it, you know, one that goes like that. Put them together. They were a set. There was the little things like that. We had a lot of matching stuff with him. Funny, hey? You drink decaf. I used to drink decaf. The naturally bun coffee, is it? Australians? Bun coffee. Natural decaf beans. I used to drink that stuff. I don't know if I can get it here. I do like the Thai coffee though, it's nice. Doi Chang. Yum. And I'm loving this. Very happy with it. Have the same gun, just different handles. Unique guns. Okay, the chariot. So, Jamie's getting the horses. Cowboy. King of Pentacles, yes, very stable, doing things for themselves, but there is that level of care. But it's a reciprocal level of care, and I don't know if you've experienced it. I tried to explain it as best as I could with that recent example that I've got. But it is very different. It's very different from that codependent, that taking things on for each other, that is too much care, it's stifling care, and it's pushy, and it's just too much. It's very different than that when you get a reciprocal kind of care, and that's what the King of Pentacles is, apparently. He's got that stability in himself, stability that we need to have in ourselves in order to have these kind of relationships with the people. I need to turn that fan off, I'm getting cold. See my shorts again. Very happy with these shorts. I'm very trim right now. They're stretchy too, so they're comfy to sit down in. I mean, very stretchy, but they are very snug. So these are 25s. I've ordered the 26s as well. Yesterday, once I tried these on, I thought, no, it's great now, but it's not going to be great for my fat days, my bloated days. Wishes coming true. I'm going to read that one. I am. Taco Tuesday. See ya. I almost did it yesterday, but I didn't. In the end, I had out of avocado and tuna instead for my dinner. Cowboys. Rugged. Oof. A rugged, practical man. Strong one, but stable. Protective, but not too much, though. It's certainly not my therapist. The Star. Swing dancing. Oh, that sounds like fun. Expectations fulfilled. Wishes granted. Opportunities. Healing after traumatic events. Knowing you're on the right path. Inspiration, renewed hope. Oh, I think I need more coffee. Here's a shadow seer of the Star. Loss of faith, diminished hope, disappointment, missed opportunities, despair. Yeah, when we think it's not happening fast enough, or it's not okay where we're at right now, or I'm by myself, I'm alone. When we're not enjoying that solitude, when we're like, oh, it's painful. It's temporary, but we can beat ourselves up while we're there. Sink into the dreamlike inspiration of the Star. She sends a message of divine timing and renewed hope, and she guides you to reach for that string of serendipity and faith. Your future is increasingly bright, and you're being blessed by the universe. Your core purpose is beginning to bubble at the surface of your reality, and your path is intrinsically tied to your biggest missions. Wow. Your path is intrinsically tied to your biggest missions and brightest opportunities for expansion. Step onto a path of fulfillment and happiness with starlight to guide you. Allow your innate essence to shine through any residual darkness right now. Just tying up loose ends, I think, is what this is saying in our healing. Almost there. I feel it in myself personally. I feel an excitement now. I feel like, yeah, I feel like I've been through like a hard journey lately. It's not been that hard compared to the rest of my life, but it's certainly been tying up loose ends. Allow your innate essence to shine through any residual darkness right now. Uncover any limiting beliefs or self-doubt that you're holding on to. Find the courage to voice any unexpressed emotions. And release every bit of outgrown energy. And release, where am I? And release every bit of outgrown energy that is anchoring you to the past. Got to stop seeing ourselves as our past selves. It's time for you to release and ascend. As you let go, you'll focus on the future and you'll find your biggest source of inspiration and love. The stars are aligning in your favor and it's time to trust them. I expect miracles. Took you 2 hours to find someone to dance with you. Oh, God. Huh. Oh, God, they can be so boring. Yeah, I can't be doing with that. Me, I'm the opposite. Like, remember the last night out I don't think it was the last night out I had with Mr. Last Year. And there was a few of us that were out, and oh God, it was so much fun. I dance ridiculously when I'm out. Like, I will, and I'll go to those guys that want to dance ridiculous. I'm talking about them throwing me up in the air and swinging me upside down and stuff like that. I'm at the gym when I'm out. I'm bouncing up and down, dancing. And so, yeah, as soon as there's a guy there that wants to dance ridiculously like that, I'm right there. I'm right there with him. Mr. Last Year, he was dancing with me, but he wasn't the same as John. John was a guy that was training with us here last year. He's not on the island anymore. American, I think, or Canadian, I can't remember. We had a lot of fun dancing. Yeah, the ones that just like won't dance or whatever. Oh, boring. But that's what I tend to find with I need some more coffee. With the athletes that I hang out with and stuff, they're the active ones. They will absolutely, they would be bored as hell to just be stood around drinking. You see, I've learned how to find my people. The places where they are. They're not stood around drinking beer. They wouldn't be able to handle me. And I would be so bored of them so fast. Coffee! It's only my second cup. We'll have to see how many of these come out of the pot. Maybe 3? We're getting there. We're getting there to the end of the healing. That's why I love going out here as well, because we've got like the fire shows. Well, we did the fire shows and stuff, and I used to play around with them too, with the fire swinging and stuff like that. I would do like the limbo, but counter limbo. So I jump on the hips, wrap my legs around the back, and then go back. They go back, and we counter each other like that, so that we're both limboed back and going under the fire thing. That's a good night out for me. Yeah, it's like being at the gym, but having fun. on New Year's. Oh no, New Year's I went out. Me and my friend. We were on, because there's so many beach swings, we were on the beach swings and she was pushing me extremely high on it. Not a lot to choose from. Right. Let's get some more out. Yeah, I couldn't live in a place like that. They wouldn't be able to handle me. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I'd just be too bored. I remember kind of shocking when I was working in corporate. I was at a corporate do and I was being myself. I had a chair in the middle of the dance floor and I was on top of that chair. They were horrified. Some of them were horrified. My ex-husband was laughing. He was joining in. He was kind of an ally. It wasn't the same, but it was kind of an ally and enjoyed it that I was doing all that stuff. The Fool, new journey. I've seen a lot of this card as well coming out lately. The Chariot and the Fool. Fresh start. I feel it. I feel an excitement. It's not the coffee. I feel an excitement in me of something happening soon. I brought the box, so we might as well read it out. The Fool. I know what number the Fool is. It's number 0. Finding the first page lies a feat. Temporary place. Yeah. A new journey, beginnings, trusting the universe, a time for optimism, not knowing what's coming, naivety, needing to learn new skills, analysis paralysis, a leap of faith, uncertain beauty. She hums a tune she used to know, and with bated wishes she leaps into an abyss of stars and possibilities. Thoughts, eager, heart racing, hopes high. A million bits of coloured stardust rise up to meet her, and she greets myth and opportunity as she tumbles forward. She sees her future here in this beautiful swirl of light and potential. What are you searching for? Asks the muse. Something brave, she whispers, something new. For the briefest of moments she feels unprepared, naive, unsure, foolish. She asks herself, are you ready for this? Can you take this journey? And the muse wants her to remember that she is, and she can. She wants her to believe in her magic as she leaps. She leans deeper into trust and begins to hum once more. A song that sounds different this time around. Grander, epic even. The notes vibrate the space around her, and a new path begins to unfold, leaving nothing to do but begin. Fearlessly jump into the sea of the cosmos. The spinning potentials are calling. Maybe a little foolish today, yet better done fool-like than stalling. That's very exciting. It is very exciting. Thank you, Jamie. I almost forgot about mini reads. I'm caught up in this story. Okay, Jamie, how's self-guidance for you? They're great, those books. I love them. Be willing to be at peace with yourself, Jamie, and who you are. That's willingness. Yeah. Be at peace with yourself and who you are. Be willing. Now, this has come out in so many private readings lately. Is it true in healing? Is it true? I've been getting this personally as well. How to explain this? Is it true that you're a healer? Is it true? Like, if you broke your leg, say, and then your leg healed, would you go around for the rest of your life saying that you were a healer of broken legs and just go around helping people with broken legs? Is it true that we're healers because we've had to heal ourselves? Yes, we've had to heal ourselves, and yes, we help people that are behind us along the way while we're doing that. But is that our future? Or once you heal, is there something else? There's something else is the answer to that. And because this is coming up a lot in people's readings now. So it's like a whole new chapter starting, and it's making more sense now. I mean, I don't know how many readings that I've ever done that have said that, oh, your old chapter's ending and your new chapter's beginning. But now it's making a whole lot more sense to me now. It's in a big way. For a lot of us, that healing portion of our lives is ending, and there's something beyond that. There's real life beyond that. There's something else beyond that where healing isn't a part of it anymore. So, yeah, is it true? Healing. Be willing to be at peace with yourself as you are. Something's unfolding in you, and a lot of us, I think, too, Jamie. Something is unfolding in you, and just you're on track. You're on track when stuff like that happens to you. That's just happened to you. That is just confirmation that you're in the flow already, right? And not just for that thing, not just for the wagon. It shows that you're in the flow for everything. That's just confirmation. So yeah, you're about to start a new chapter. New chapters for everybody. Penny, thanks for your donations, guys. PayPal, Penny. High self-guidance for you. Have a good time in work. So, do you have a belief, Penny, about work not being a good time? Sacrifice? Could be something like that. Because this is saying like have a good time instead of working. It doesn't mean like stop working. It just means sorting your mind out that work doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be what you don't want to do. You don't have to be sacrificing something. I'm definitely a warrior and a healer. Oh. I wonder whether this stuff is going to fizzle out. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. So anyway, yeah, good time, work. When you're doing what is a good time, then you'll be really motivated to do it, pouring your energy into it, and that's when the abundance comes back too. What you doing this time? Wow. Who's climbing up the tree? It's so fast on his feet. I mean, he's wearing like thongs, flip-flops, and he's just like hopping around. Oh my God. Wow. The gardener climbs trees real fast. What's he getting? He's going to come back with some fruit or something. Fruit. What else are you getting? You're tired. Have a good time in work. What is this about? Patience and abundance. There's more coming. You might think you're retired. There's more coming. Because, of course, work isn't work, as in money. It's what we do. Yeah, that's what my guides say. When people ask about work and stuff, it's like, well, okay, let's just talk about this, because when I'm doing readings, they don't see work as being work. They see what we do as human beings. They don't portion some of what we do as hobbies and some of it as work. They just see what we do, what we're doing, what we're spending our time doing. So retirement isn't a thing to the spirits, because you're still doing stuff, right? What's this? Yeah, patience and abundance. You've got a lot more coming, I'm telling you. But have a good time. Distracted by a boy in a tree. I can't see him. That means he's pretty high up. He's in the foliage somewhere. Foliage. Maria. Hey, Arabella. How's self-guidance for your business? Maybe he's looking at me from his tree. I can't see him. Oh, it's coming down. Stopped in the middle. Oh, it's coming down. What's he got? He's got his flip-flops back on. Oh no, it might be in his bag. Got nothing in his hands. It must be in his bag. Ah, Maria, travel and rest, and accept what is an encouragement. Yeah, slowly, slowly. Okay. Travel. It's about pace. About pace. We think that we can get things to go faster by having an internal pace. Does that make sense? When you're trying to manifest something, you might try and drum up that energy inside of yourself, like a fast-paced energy, and then try and make it happen in that fast pace. That's not going to happen. It's going to happen step by step. This is saying that accept where you are now. Encouragement. Encourage yourself where you are now. It's going to be slow. It always is. Yeah. So this is saying like slow that pace down. It's actually just wrecking you. So when you do you understand what I mean about trying to drum up that fast-paced energy inside of yourself? It's like trying to hype yourself up before you do some work or before you put something out there. All that does is stresses you out. It taxes your body. It causes you not to make good decisions. It causes you to rush things. It's only doing damage to yourself. It's not having any effect on what you're putting out there at all and what's coming back from it. There's told you there's no fast path, there's no silver bullets, there's no cheat sheets, there's no shortcuts. It's about learning a lot along the way and developing yourself along the way. And I know, like at the start of something, you have a lot of excitement about it and motivation about it and all of that. It still doesn't mean that it's going to be fast. I mean, look at mine. I've had my business like 21 years. Little by little. And again, if you believe in people that are saying about instant success and stuff like that, it doesn't happen. It never happens. Not for anybody. Not for anybody. Because it's a growth path. It's about us learning and growing. It's not about the business, and it's not about the money, and it's not about any of that stuff. Hey, Larissa. Music. So that's you. Arabella, high self-guidance for you. A decision point, Arabella, for you. It's a decision point. It's that moment when you stop and you say, I deserve more than this, or I want more than this. You must be at that point where you stop doing what you're doing and go, this isn't enough for me anymore. We've all had moments like that, right? You're in one at the moment, or you're about to be, Arabella, where you decide expansion. It's like, this isn't enough for me. I want a whole lot more than this. In jobs, in relationships. I think we've all experienced it, haven't we? In different aspects of our lives. I don't know what it is. There's just a certain point where you take a step back and you go, This isn't enough for me. I want more. You're at a decision point like that. Point. Hey, Timothy. Hey, Nikki. New Nikki. It's a new Nikki. We have an old Nikki. And Nikki in the UK, but she'll be asleep now. Decide and expansion. So yeah, you're at this deciding point. Passion and clear within. So you want a whole lot more. Don't be afraid of this decision point. Don't try and talk yourself out of it. Some people say, oh, the problem with human beings is that they just want more and more and more, and then they can't be satisfied with what they've got. That's not a problem. Yeah, sometimes it can be a problem, but that doesn't mean, if you've heard that kind of a teaching, that doesn't mean turn away from the inner urges to ask for more. No, go for it. Go for passion. So clear, this is saying clear what is standing in your way. It could be that exact teaching that's standing in your way of just going, yeah, let's have a lot more. That exact teaching where people say, problem with human beings is that they can't be satisfied with what they've got. We need to be satisfied with ourselves, wherever we are, but not necessarily satisfied with what we've got. You're working on your truck. Oh, you wrecked yourself. Mm-hmm. Well, it's good to see you here, Timothy. So clear what is causing you to question whether it's okay to be at this point now of going, damn it, I want more than this. Well, it might not be damn it, I want more than this, but it might just be, yeah, you've reached the end of the line of something. Oh, I'm loving this. Isn't it just the best colour too? It matches my bracelet, kind of. Maybe I should get a band for my watch that's this colour as well. Feel it in love, work, life, everything. Oh wow, you get the whole shebang. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Me, I know I've got good stuff coming in all of it too. My work. I just gotta keep on saying that. I've just got to start that new YouTube channel, but still developing the ideas for it first. I'm gonna get myself a Mac to do the editing on. I mean, yeah. Let's not think about that now. And I'm sure the relationship stuff will come in for me too. Because I'm just so super clear now. And especially with the world opening back up, now people are getting the vaccines and stuff. This table's getting quite sharp on the edges. It keeps on damaging me. Seven of Swords. Thanks, deep down. Sneaky. Sneaking away with what he can get away with when he doesn't realise that he can have it all if he's not so sneaky. You could have just asked them, hey, you've got 7 swords, can I have them all? They might have said, oh yeah, because you've got a swag bag and we could do with a swag bag right now. But instead he sneaks off with 5 swords, leaving 2 behind because he can't carry them, because he's being sneaky. You're leaving something on the table. Because what I just heard is you're leaving some money on the table. It's funny because I put that in a comment. What was it? I'm watching a lot of Apple stuff at the moment. Yes, it was about the iPad mini. Someone's video on that. And I put, Apple has left my money on the table for a long time with not upgrading the iPad mini yet. Leaving money on the table, but it's not just about money. You're leaving something on the table. There's something that you could have that, yeah, thinking that you can't have, but you can have it. Something that you're not seeing here. Interesting. Okay. Deep to general guidance for you. Thanks for your donation, Deep to PayPal, yes. Deep to. Yeah. New beginning this moment. Right now. It's happening for you, Deep to. Did you know that? New beginning right now. Not in the future. Right now. So are you thinking, oh, something good will happen soon, or, keep on putting things into the future instead of now? It does feel like it's time to take the bull by the horns for you, Deepta, and actually have that new beginning now. Claim it now. Do it now. Don't put it off into the future. Yeah, I'm very much getting that message of, when our mindset is just, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that, like kind of like I'm doing with my new YouTube channel, just like that. Instead of just doing it. Who am I in respect? Ah, so that's what you're waiting for, huh? You think there's going to be some magical moment where you'll feel up to it, ready for it, respected enough. No, we don't ever feel ready for it. We've just got to do it. Just got to do it. Put yourself out there. You've got a new beginning, Deepta. But whatever it is that you're thinking that you keep on putting off for the future, you need to do it right now. Claim that new beginning right now. It's got Yeti on the bottom. Notice that. Gabe, thanks for your donation. General guidance for you, Gabe. Hey, Karma Queen. Gabe. Forgive them jealousy. Who are you around, Gabe? Because you know that saying, if you're the most intelligent person in the room, you're in the wrong room. In the wrong room. If you're the most anything in a room, then you're in the wrong room. You need to put yourself around people that are ahead of you, a mixture of people. But if you're around people that are jealous of you, then that means that you're hanging out with people that are behind. The easy people, it's an easy choice, an easy option, easy for our egos to hang around with people that are behind us. So those that will stretch us. So yeah, forgive them for being jealous. Who's jealous of you? Man, that has been coming up in my readings, especially last year. Came up in my readings so much. The jealousy card come out all the time, and it's because that I was just hanging with the wrong people. Fear of lack. Right. This is how you can tell who I'm talking about here. Fear of lack and no worries. So they're in lack, heavy, worried about it, lack. You've come from that place and you've got more into the flow. They're jealous of that. They're jealous of your lack of worry and the flow that you've got. And you might be saying, oh, but I don't have like abundance. So how can they be jealous of that? Do you realize that you're holding yourself back? It's that in between so that you can't get into abundance because of those people. You're trying to stay in two clubs at the same time. You need to let them go. Forgive them, but notice it. And it's a sign that you're with the wrong people. We're vibrational beings and we will always get in tune with those that are around us. And as much as we like to think that we wouldn't do that, we're like, no, I'm not holding myself back just because of these people. We do, and we can't help doing it. So that's how you recognize them. They're the ones that are really worried, that are always in a state of lack. You've moved beyond that, but by keeping around those people, you're not really moving beyond it. You're awful, Karma Queen. Why are you awful? What's up? Nikki, love guidance for you. Are you ready? Brace yourself, Nikki. Oh, no, it's good. It's good. Follow your passion and willingness. Right. So, when you're really attracted to somebody, like sexually attracted, passionately attracted, does that make you question yourself? Like, oh God, oh no, this is probably someone that's really bad for me. Because this is saying for you to trust that, to follow your passion, be willing to follow your passion. Sometimes when we choose things, right, let me tell you a story. When my eldest son, he's now 29, about to be 30. Holy shit. But when he was a kid, when he was little, like one, you know how they have those sippy cups with it had two handles on it. I can't remember what it had on the front of it. Had a sippy cup anyway. There was a storm. It's just me and him now, but there was a storm coming over. Picked up his sippy cup and he went to drink it like this. And then the lightning hit on a building that was about 20 meters away from us. Bam! And he dropped his cup and he was convinced that he'd done it, that he'd made it happen. It was like he wouldn't drink out of that cup again. Not that day anyway. And I was trying to convince him it's not, you didn't make it happen. It was just a coincidence that you drank the cup at the same time. This is what I'm getting here too. If you are afraid of your feelings, when there's strong feelings for someone, so you get really attracted to someone and then you're like, oh, I'm not going to go there because someone that I was attracted to in the past hurt me. Someone that was that attracted to in the past hurt me. You're correlating the two. That hurt wasn't because of this. Just like my son drinking from a sippy cup didn't cause the lightning to happen. It occurred at the same time. It was a coincidence. So get to the bottom of that. I mean, let it go from the past. Realize, sure, they're connected, but it wasn't causation. There's a connection there of what happened in your past, but it wasn't causation. It wasn't you feeling passionately, strongly, passionately for someone that caused that. So allow yourself to be willing to get involved with someone, because that's what you want. You want a lot of fire and passion, right? It's important. It's not everything, but it's important. So lovely and terrifying, exactly. Is it true? Relax. Yeah. You've been telling yourself a story. And that's what we do, right? It's like, oh, how did I make this hurt happen? Well, it must have been, I chose this person. I chose that person. Why did I choose that person? Oh, because I had a lot of feeling for them, a lot of attraction for them. That must have been where I went wrong. It's not true. That's the way that we deduce things. We've got these logical ego minds that deduce stuff like that, but it's not true, Sam. It's not true. Just relax about it and trust yourself again. Whew. Oh, your foot and ankle is huge, black and blue. I was feeling it before. I've got a little bit of pain right here on my knobbles, my shoulder knobbles on this side. It's what do you call them? Where your muscle attaches to your bones, tendon thing. Don't know how I did it. It's actually better today than it was yesterday. 25-year depression, anxiety, and PTSD. You felt popular. I like that. Love guidance for you, Arabella. Brace yourself. No worries, Nikki. Yeah, get over that. I mean, I've had that too. And yeah, we don't want to. And you know what it is? What it is when we're really passionate, when we're really attracted to someone, when that's so strong, Yeah, the breakups are going to be horrific, for sure. The passion goes both ways, right? But don't let that stop you from the flip side of it, the good side of it. Have you got your eye on somebody, Nikki? I want to feel that again. I don't feel that about anybody right now. Dead inside. Arabella, who am I, love? What is? Who are you? Getting to know yourself better. Yeah, we can't get a mate really that's aligned with us until we really know ourselves, right? Know who we really are. Especially when, especially when we are healing ourselves. Like I've said, that's not a long-term thing. Being a healer. So who are you, Arabella? Stop it, this is saying. Surrender, the initiation. You're trying to find somebody before you know yourself. It's more important that you know yourself now. Like I said, how can you even know who's a match to you before you know yourself? I know who's a match to me now. I absolutely know the energy that's a match to me now, what that guy's going to be like and all of that. I know it. I haven't met him yet, but I know it because I know myself now. 5 years ago, I didn't know myself. I knew my healer self. I knew my wounded self. I knew all of that. But what's beyond that is very different, right? So surrender the initiation, that means like stop dating, pretty much. You're trying to start something. Instead, focus on this instead. Who you are. Finding out who you are, what you really like and all of that stuff. Love what is, love where you're at. Alone. Alone first. You're void of romantic and sexual feelings. You're empty inside as well. It would be nice to feel that again. I don't feel it very often. I don't know. Some of my friends, I think it's more drugs and alcohol that does it. But some of my friends just seem to be attracted to almost everyone. I don't get that. I'm hardly attracted to anyone in that way. I think it's drugs and alcohol that make people like that. I don't think really if they were sober that there would be. Or maybe I'm just different. I don't know, but I would like to feel that again. I would. James, do you remember which reading, deeper dive, you were referring to? It's the one that I just did yesterday. You get access to all three, so you don't need to know which one it is. Just read them all. It was the one that I published yesterday. Last one. Deeper D. Deeper do. Deeper dive. Yeah, I know myself now. I didn't before though. Like before I was realizing, before I was fully claiming that I'm an athlete, I'm a full-on athlete, instead of holding myself back from that. Damn it, I could have been really like I used to do whitewater kayaking. A guy, the coach from the England team, watched me in a competition and pulled me aside and said, "Do you want to be on the England team? Do you want to come and train with us?" If I was not so messed up, I would have claimed that athletic side of myself and fully gone into it. Now, when I'm watching these YouTubers that have these athletic lives, athletic channels and stuff, they've got like fitness mums and fitness dads, and I'm like, damn, my life would have been very different if I'd had that. But my life is what it is. I get it, and it's not too late because I'm living it now. But it's kind of a regret that it's taken me so long. That's okay, I'll do it now. But yeah, it took me a long time to own that side of myself, because it goes along with the competitive side of me, the aggressive side of me, a lot of the things that I was told was bad by the spiritual community, which I needed to be in to heal myself of all of the trauma. I get it. I get it. Why it took me so long, but still. You get it. That's good. But yeah, bring it on. I don't know what's beyond that either. I've got a pretty good clue. I'm pretty sure I'm going to recognize him when I meet him. And is that me being too picky? No. Not settling for anything less. Why would I? Well, that's great. What's those? Nice. Is that the water picture on your website? It's what? The water picture? That's just some canva.com thing. Yeah. It's from the images. It's not anything of mine. 6 of Wands. Advancement and recognition. Advancing. It's got a whiff of myself then. This is about that healing thing like I was going on about with the 9 of Embers there. Advancing and getting recognition. Recognizing ourselves, getting recognition from it too. What was all this about? So healing ourselves, and that is an ongoing process, yes, but you come to a point where you get to the end of it. You get more clarity along the way, even more clarity, then it dissipates, like that lava is doing. And your people will have done the same thing too. They will have had to have gone through a healing process, but they won't still be in it. So don't choose the people that are still in it to have relationships with and stuff. Choose the ones that are helping themselves out of it at least, because they're your peeps. Don't swallow other people's swords. Don't jump on their grenades that they're hurling. Don't try and take the heat off them. Don't try and take their lessons on. Don't try and help them, rescue them, all of that stuff. Don't do that stuff. 9 of Wands. Let it be okay to do for yourself, to heal yourself where you're at right now. Take it to the next level, because you're leaving something on the table here. King of Pentacles is caring but very stable, will care but isn't overly caring, isn't trying to do it for you. There's a reciprocation of care there. Healthy relationship with the King of Pentacles. The Chariot taking the reins of that. The Star, what was the Star? Oh, that was the healing path again. Something's about to happen. I feel it. And then we've got the 7 of Wands, persistence and conviction. Got to keep going. And the 6 of Cups, serenity and healing. Oh, that's why the 6 of Lotuses too, healing. Serenity and healing, and be persistent with that and have conviction. You will get to the end of it. I don't know, I've said it so many times, like, healing's an ongoing thing, and it is when you're in it, but there is an end to it. I do realise that there's an end to it. I mean, I'm not even feeling it anymore. I'm not feeling any of that stuff that I used to feel. I'm not having to manage it anymore. I'm not sensitive anymore. It's great. Hey, Seedles. So there is an end to it. I was wrong in all those readings where I've said it's an ongoing thing, it will never be done. Oh, it will. It will be done. It'll be done. That lava. So this is the explosion when the damage happens, and then it's intense. When it first happens, we find all of these workarounds. Our ego finds a way of dealing with those people, of trying to protect ourselves or whatever. And then as it starts slowing down, it gets a little bit easier. But then we realize, no, I actually need to heal this instead of just having workarounds to try and get around it and try and protect myself from it. But eventually it dissipates and it cools down and it ends. Eventually it ends. And it gets easier along the way as it does. So persist with it. Persist. What else should we get out? The card of the day was, let's find it. Some confidence. There was a C word there. Not that C word. There isn't a card with that C word on it. Contentment, that's the one. That was the card of the day. You can learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly remember, I'm right here resting in God. You're all right. Where you're at is all right. But don't let that stop you from reaching for more. Like I said, who was it too? You can learn to rest in what you already have. No, don't settle. It's not the being contented. It's being contented in ourselves, not with what we've got. Reach for more. Reach for better relationships. Reach for more abundance, more fun, more being on point with what it is that you do. Always reach for more in the things. Yeah, keep on moving forward, but be okay with yourself. You're good. Where you are already is good. Let's get some animals out for a change. Colette Baron Reed's spirit animals, are they? Something like that. Be loyal to what you love. You. Be loyal to you. Why are you late, Seedles? What have you been doing? Tim's been wrecking himself on vehicles. Buffalo Spirit seems to want to come out. For some reason, I'm not taking it. You're never alone. Even though we've got one of the first cards outside. Solitude. You're alone. You're alone right now, but you're never alone. Really. Apparently we're not. We're going alongside people. True people. Be loyal to what you love. Focus on yourself. Be loyal to yourself. And then you will attract those people that are your matches. Got to recognize them, of course. Got to learn to recognize them and learn to recognize those that aren't, is what it is really. And be happier to wait for those that are. Be happier alone so that we're not trying to, because anything else is trying to fill your life up. Like I said with that contentment card, it's not about stopping yourself from reaching for more, but there's some people that are reaching constantly outside of themselves and never inside of themselves. Yeah, there's a problem with that. There's not a problem when you've got that balance of the internal stuff being loyal to yourself. Then when you reach outside yourself for more abundance or more love or whatever, then you're doing it from a healthy place and it leads you forward. Take the lead. such a beautiful card there to take the lead. Leaders in all of this. And you've got to remember that there's not that many people to choose from. If you want to be like a muggle with no awareness, you've got so many people to choose from. You could like be lining them up, potential partners. There's plenty of matches for you right there. If you're doing the inner work, there's not many matches, so you just got to be okay about that. Be a leader. Be okay about being a leader. Getting ready to fly out of town. Woo! How exciting. Flying again. Aeroplanes. It's been a while. Well, it's been a year. Remember back to the 80s when we'd only get on a plane like once every 2 or 3 years? 2 years maybe? Or maybe once a year on holiday. Now I say it's been a while and it's only been a year and a year and 3 months it's been for me. That's not that long a time really, is it? But I was on aeroplanes every 3 months. Before that, a lot more than that. Hey, Sandy. Yes. You wholeheartedly feel an energy, incredible life shift. I feel it too. I've got an excitement inside of me. Something's coming for sure. For sure. Yeah, I feel it too. Woo, COVID negative. Yay. I need to put my name down. Apparently, I need to put my name down on the list for a vaccine. What am I doing? Karma Queen. What's coming? Oh, it's not telling me what's coming. It's telling you what to do right now. Of course it is. That's all it's interested in. Sabotage and one step at a time. What's coming isn't sabotage, but this is your way to get there. So, you've been healing your sabotages. This is what this reading is all about, right? That healing path that we've been on. We think that we've healed something and then there's a little bit more, we get a little bit more clarity or we get an extra aha about it and eventually it just fizzle out. And yeah, the sabotage, that's what you've been working on, how to stop sabotaging. Oh, the lucky sevens, I do remember that one, yeah. Cool. So yeah, you're working on letting go of those sabotages. Or what's behind that? What's behind the sabotage? Just one step at a time. You're already doing it, is what I'm getting here. So yeah, you're right. Ah, well, here we go. This makes more sense. This is tight, this watch. Apparently they stretch out these bands. I hope it does because it's quite tight. So you do, you have a shift coming. I absolutely do. And here's the thing, it feels like it's a person coming into your life, a mirror reflection of you. And to show you to let go and flow. So a mirror reflection of you, it's got something to do with the sabotage. Someone that's got a similar sabotage, feels like a wound mate to me. Someone that's got a similar sabotage, it could be a friendship, it doesn't have to be romantic. To show you more clearly what that is, to encourage you to let go and flow. So that's what's behind it, is that it's a clinging on to something. That's what's causing the sabotage, a clinging, a trying to be in control of something. So, yeah, you've got a bit more of that, a bit more clarity to have. But yes, you do, you have change coming, a mirror reflection. It feels like a friendship to me. A new friend that was going to give you a lot of clarity. Excuse me, we can all see it in other people clearer than we can see it in ourselves, right? Might be the ugly mirror in a way. I call it the ugly mirror, but someone with a similar issue to what we've got, but they do it in an extreme way. We can see it really clearly in them, and then at some point we realize, God, I'm trying to help them out of this issue, and I've got the exact same thing going on, just a smaller version. Sabotage. It's like me and my drinking. It took me a long time to uncover all of that, all of the different facets of it. Wow, it's just so ingrained in my life. Crazy. Tea leaves. I think I got everyone done, did I? Which way? Yeah. New opportunities, possibilities, paths opening up. I feel it. Wealth is a part of it. There are misunderstandings. This is like internal misunderstandings. Right, the way that we misunderstand ourselves. Give us more on this. This misunderstanding. Why does misunderstanding come out? Greed. Right. You know how I was saying, if you're looking for things outside of yourself, that the negative expression of looking for things outside of yourself is when you're trying to find that happiness, when you're not happy within yourself, but you're trying to find the happiness outside of yourself, right? We all know that that doesn't work, especially in relationships, it doesn't work. Someone else isn't going to make you happy. The relationship is the cherry on top of when you're already happy. And so you're going to get lessons when you're trying to find something outside of yourself to make you happy. So that's the negative expression of chasing things, of wanting things. That kind of person that's doing that needs that teaching of whatever it is. Learn to rest in what you already have and be okay with what you've got and all of that, yeah? Now, someone who is doing the inner work and stuff and finding happiness within themselves and totally shunning the material world or wanting anything, not wanting anything for themselves, has taken the complete opposite, unbalanced. It's also a negative expression of it, going, oh no, I don't want to be greedy, so I don't want anything. Don't give me a thing. That's just as bad. It's the other extreme of the same wound, right? The balance is in both, is in loving yourself and, like I said, in loving yourself and being okay with where you're at. Not seeking. Like, I wasn't unhappy but thought an Apple Watch is going to make me happy. That's not what happened. I was happy and then thought, oh, look, there's an Apple Watch and it's going to do the metrics that I really want. And I got it. Totally different. So that's what I'm getting at, this misunderstanding about greed. Some of you might still be pushing away abundance or going for things that you want. It's very, yes, we've all seen, I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? Just look around you in the world. Look on Instagram. Look anywhere, and you can see a lot of people doing that thing, reaching for things outside of themselves to make them happy. That doesn't mean that there isn't a positive way to do it. And especially when I started my business, I realized that it's like in business, if you're trying to get to the next level, it's not because you're unhappy where you are and you want to get to that next level. Reaching for that next level requires more of you, and it's a self-growth path. And that's when I realized that it's a good thing reaching for more, right? Reaching for a better relationship. Of course, that's a good thing. Of course it is. You off, Christine. That's all right. No worries. Don't work too hard. So yeah, some of you might still have that misunderstanding of what that balance is. Being okay with who we are, being okay with reaching for things, but not doing to try and fill a hole. That's what it is, really, isn't it? Yeah, I need the balance. There's a negative expression of everything and a positive expression of everything. And generally, we think it's black and white, but it's not. There's one trauma, and then there's two extreme reactions either side, like the narcissist and the codependent. Two extreme reactions of the same wound. The narcissist isn't wrong or right. The codependent isn't wrong or right. They both need to find that balance, right? What was that? Keep moving for one more minute. I'm waving my arms around a lot, apparently. Toward my stand goat. It thinks I'm stood up. Why does it think I'm stood up? Seriously. Because I'm waving my arms around. Yeah, there's a positive and a negative expression of everything, and what we're seeking all the time is balance. And this is why spiritual teachings, religious teachings are generally, well, they'll lead some people into balance and they'll lead some people out of balance. Like my my example is, because I've fallen foul of it, is, oh, you want to be happy? Just give more. Yeah, sure. Tell that to people that are being really selfish. That's going to get them into balance. Tell it to people like you and me that give too much, overgivers. It's going to get us even further out of balance. Deepak Chopra said on Facebook, those that give the most receive the most, or something like that. He did this long post, and I took issue with it because I said, if that were true, all the women, the mothers, would be the wealthiest people on the planet, and they're not. So that cannot be true. What you've just said there cannot be true. It's an incomplete picture. We've had a lot of spiritual teachings and religious teachings that have been an incomplete picture because they've not been seeing that to the two extremes. And what we're really after is balance. Target keeps on coming out to tell us that it's all about balance. And I know who comes and watches me because it's the people that I've had the same problems as. I'm not getting those selfish people coming and following me. It thinks I'm walking because of the arm movement. Because I wonder if it thinks shuffling is walking. I did notice that yesterday when I sat down at this desk. It thinks that I'm walking. It's movement. It should go towards my movement thing, shouldn't it? Let's see. I've done no exercise. I've been standing for 2 hours. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I got up 3 hours ago. And I was standing for about, I would say, half an hour, 40. Yeah, maybe an hour, not 2 hours. Fail. What else? What's the movement thing? 7%. 59 calories I've used already. Isn't it funny? I do like it. I was interested to do, because this is a 6. This has got the blood oxygen thing. And I know it's not brilliant, but mine sits at around 96, 97. I did it while I was still out of breath with training, thinking that it would be lower. No, it was higher. It was higher. So yeah, when I'm exercising, I'm actually getting, my blood is more oxygenated. That makes sense. You'd be loaded, right? Women would be the, but it's because we're out of balance. Okay, pay attention to your health. I'm paying a lot of attention to my health. Pay attention to your health. You know what I'm getting from that is we do a lot of things that stress ourselves out, and we've got to stop doing that. Stop doing that. A lot of the things that we do, the workarounds and stuff that I was explaining, when we haven't healed ourselves, it's causing us stress, like the sabotages and like the turning away from wealth. That causes a lot of stress. Oh my God. Corn. Yeah, it causes a lot of stress, those workarounds that we do. Got to heal ourselves so that we don't have the stress anymore. I had that on aha last night. What was it? It was about stress and myself. Yes, that's what it was. Right. So, I realize that I'm very lucky right now on this island, to be working online through all of this pandemic and it not affecting negatively my income at all, and seeing my friends around me on this island that are being like massively impacted on it by it, and not in a good way. And I've just in the last 2 days taken over the Alan White Facebook, the social media stuff for them again, and made a couple of videos. And you know, when I was training yesterday, Srin's laughing because he keeps on getting phone calls while we're training saying people are watching the video and asking who did it, and he's having to tell them, he said that they're really loving it. And of course, it was super super busy, so he was happy, happy, happy. And I realized that's the reason. The reason that I can do good marketing is because that I'm not in a stressed place. I don't have any monetary worries. So I can do good marketing. I look at all the other businesses around here who are struggling, and their marketing is like have a meal for $1. That it's when you do stressed marketing, you're trying to get whatever you can because you're in lack and stuff, and you can't do good advertising. And yeah, and so if the the owner isn't here at the moment, but if Sorin had been doing advertising, he would have come from that stress place. It gave me so much clarity because I know myself when I've been stressed about money in my business, yeah, I do terrible marketing then. And when I'm not, you can do great things. You don't have that driver. So that's what this is saying. Pay attention to your health because the workarounds that we have stress us out. And when we're stressed out, if we're worried about something, even if we're pushing wealth away from us because we're judging ourselves about it, stressing yourself out, and you can't do anything good when you're doing that. Corn. Stressful. The corn gods. So there we go. It's 2 minutes to 9. I'm going to start. I'm going to make videos. I'm going to make videos on next week for each star sign. That's what I'm doing today. So thanks everyone for coming along. Thanks for all of your donations and your very presence here with me. Don't know what I'm going to call this one. Any ideas? What should I call this one? What was that? The last one was harvesting carrots. Did you like that? Called it harvesting carrots. What's this one? The end of healing. What shall I call it? Come on, do some work. Stressed anything is bound to buckle, it is. And so I just saw I recognized in myself the perfection of it, of me doing the social media again for them. It's going to be great for the island because people are deciding to come back as well. And I'm good at it. I'm good at social media marketing. I do say so myself. What should I call it, everybody? Come on, come up with a name. Is it the end of healing? Stress is over. Sure, we can find new stresses. But I think the healing, we've got to realize that there's something beyond it. King of Pentacles has been coming out a lot. A new chapter begins. Yeah, I keep on saying that. I know it might be true this time, but you're welcome, everybody. Let's do this all over again in 2 days' time.